Alistair is king. Oh yeah? Not if I have anything to say about it. What's up everyone? Big Dan here, and in this video, we're going to explore why you should betray Alistair by crowning Anora at the Landsmeet in Dragon Age Origins.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
From the moment you link up with Arl Eamon, your game plan is to call a Landsmeet and put Alistair on the throne. Depending on your choices, there are numerous different outcomes that can occur at the Landsmeet itself, but broadly speaking, your two primary choices are Alistair and Anora. While Alistair may be a real homie, he's not exactly suited for the crown. Anytime you ask him about his royal heritage or prospects for the throne, Alistair does his best Adam Jensen impression.
I didn't want to be king.
I never asked for this.
Alistair repeatedly tells you he doesn't want to become king, practically begs you to seek another solution. Do you really think that someone who disdains the role this much will be a great king? Will the people of Ferelden even respect or support such a soy boy? Just look at how he reacts if you actually put him on the throne.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king. Congratulations. Congratulations? Why would you do this to me? How could you? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I knew that Arl Eamon wanted this for me, but I never did. I thought for sure that there would be a way out of it. But then you went and put me on the throne yourself. Why? Yes, well, no. She would have executed me, so that would have been bad. I've just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that. How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I?
It's certainly possible that Alistair can rise to the occasion, take on the burden of leadership, and eventually become accustomed to it. But it's also possible that he could resent the role, do a half-assed job, and end up running Ferelden into the ground. With the benefit of foresight into what happens in Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, we know he does well enough on the throne, but the Warden can't possibly know that during the events of Origins when faced with this decision. Anora, on the other hand, is well suited for political leadership. By all accounts, she was the one running the day-to-day operations of Ferelden's crown while her late husband Cailan was still alive. So it wouldn't be a stretch for her to step into a role that she already has experience with. And unlike Alistair, Anora actually wants the job. Desire alone does not make a good candidate for leadership, but with Anora's added competence for the role, she stands out as a better option than our Warden buddy. It's also worth pointing out that because Alistair is a Grey Warden, he will eventually succumb to the calling. He can perhaps serve as Ferelden's king for a long time, but his reign will eventually end with a trip to the Deep Roads and a valiant death fighting Darkspawn. Such is the fate of all Wardens, well, except for Alistair's real mom, who somehow had the taint removed from her blood, but hey, that's a topic for another video. So why support a tainted king who will eventually be driven to madness when there is a perfectly viable alternative who doesn't share this liability? The only reason that Alistair even steps up to put his name forward for king during the Landsmeet is because he wants to see LOGHAIN die.
I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see LOGHAIN get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country?
He's completely self-centered and driven by emotion, even to the point of threatening to leave the Grey Wardens and abandoning Ferelden during its time of need if LOGHAIN is spared. At this point in the Landsmeet, there are a few different ways we can betray Alistair's wishes. Let's first see what happens if we spare LOGHAIN and support Anora's bid for the crown.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people. What's wrong with you? He's repeatedly tried to kill us both, and you side with him over me? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure I know what's true anymore. All I know is I can't let this pass. Not and still live with myself. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution. This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go.
If you send Alistair into a self-imposed exile, you can actually bump into him in the Hanged Man's Tavern in Dragon Age 2. Since leaving the Grey Wardens, he's become a washed-out drunk, unable to get over how things turned out during that fateful Landsmeet.
I am the Prince of Ferelden. I'm telling you.
He keeps saying that.
That's because it's true.
He does look a little like King Cailan. Well, now he's drunk in a bar in the ass end of Kirkwall. But aren't we all?
Oh, just leave me alone. I've had enough of people like you. You're all the same.
How about I buy the next one?
I don't need another drink. Okay, maybe I do. Just one. Or two.
Now you've done it. He'll keep on like this all day.
You sound like Morrigan. Swooping is bad. Stupid Grey Wardens and their stupid rituals. Why does anyone take the joining anyway? What are the Wardens good for? Just a stupid club, that's what it is. Everyone hanging around, talking about their taint.
But an even greater betrayal is to allow Anora to execute Alistair at the end of the Landsmeet.
I must call for your execution.
Did someone replace my fellow Grey Warden with a pit viper when I wasn't looking? What happened to you? Can you hear yourself? I'm going to be thrown on the pyre along with Duncan and all the others, am I? Nothing I did counts for anything? Really? And here I was thinking how you left me no choice at all.
Guards, take him away, please.
With Alistair gone and Anora on the throne, LOGHAIN will join you as your final companion. I quite like seeing LOGHAIN and getting an opportunity to speak with him after the Landsmeet. He's a very interesting character, and while he made some deplorable choices after Ostagar, he ultimately wanted to end the Blight and do what's best for Ferelden. If you want to explore his conversations further, then check out my video on why you should spare LOGHAIN. Perhaps the best outcome is to push Alistair and Anora to get married, while also sparing LOGHAIN and recruiting him into the Grey Wardens, which is something I'm hoping to achieve in my next playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. So there you have it, why you should betray Alistair and support Anora in Dragon Age Origins. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Dragon Age and RPG videos. Big shout out to all the channel members for supporting my content. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.